Hi, this is Amy with our Enterprise Community Spotlight. I am joined today by JP Sicotte. Did I say that right?
Yes,
All right. JP runs Ease Mortgage. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
of course. Thanks for reaching out and giving me this opportunity.
Yeah. Um, Tell us a little bit about Ease Mortgage and what you guys do.
Yeah, so primarily we're a mortgage lender helping people purchase homes or refinance. Our goal is to just help people build wealth through the purchase of real estate. That's really where my passion is.
Cool. How long have you been in the mortgage business?
13 years now.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you know your stuff.
yep. I'm not new, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Um, and what makes Ease Mortgage different from some other companies in the field, other than you come with a lot of experience?
Yeah, no, the big differentiator for ease is that this is a hybrid mortgage model. So a lot of people are either work for a mortgage bank or they're a broker. And ease is a little bit of both. We're a correspondent lender as well as a broker. So I get to choose. We can use, our money and fund loans in-house if that makes sense. And that's the best for our clients. Or I can broker it out to 80 different investors. If it's like a one-off and there's an investor that does a better job or is offering a lower rate for that particular product, then we'll tend to broker it out. Like for ease, typically we don't fund jumbos or like niche products like debt service coverage ratio loans for investors and stuff like that. I always broker those out. But your vanilla VA, FHA, or conventional loans, I typically keep in-house.
Yeah. Um, and tell me, I know just in passing, we were just discussing the other day, like the state of the market here in Denver, and things are kind of coming back to life a little bit. It was really hard in the mortgage industry in the last few years. So maybe talk to our members about that a little bit.
Yeah, the last year, 3 years have been really rough. It's been slow. Rates have been high persistently, like in the sevens and then high sixes. And rates have really come down a bunch in the last 6 months or so. So now we're really close to that 6% rate, which is making home affordability a little more practical for people. It just wasn't affordable to buy a house for so many years. But now wages have come up a little bit. Interest rates have come down, prices have come down a little bit. The last 3 years, we haven't seen any appreciation. It's been pretty flat, even down a little bit in some areas. So affordability is at an all-time high for the last 3 years. There's a bunch of pent-up demand because people just weren't able to afford to buy a house. And I really think a little more movement in the rates, if we can get a five in front of if we can get rates in the fives, I think that's going to be like historically on the lower end and really allow people to get into home purchases again. So I think this summer is going to be a pretty active buying season for folks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great news for people looking to buy. What about people looking to sell? Any insight for them? Is there
That's going to help them a lot too, because I think it will put, if rates come down, it'll bring more buyers into the market, which will put, so a lot of listings have been sitting on the market for months. I think that's going to come down a ton. The days on market for listings is going to come down, and we'll probably see a little bit of appreciation too in home prices for the first time in years. I
Yeah.
mean, not ridiculous like 20 and 21 or like double digit and, um, appreciation, but the normal 3 to 4%
Yeah.
growth that we like to see in the housing market.
Yeah. All good news for your company and for people in the market to buy a house or even looking to sell a house. I mean, it's definitely good news to hear for everybody. And now I'm going to ask you about something different. Why did you guys have been officing here at Enterprise Coworking out here in Greenwood Village for a few years now? Do you remember why you chose Enterprise or what do you guys like about it? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, what I like keeping the overhead low, right? Like the less we spend on office. If we used to have this big fancy office with a conference room and a kitchen and everything, and it was just exorbitantly expensive,
Yeah.
and our team shrunk. Like we used to have 8 people on our team. Now we're down to 4, right? So we didn't need that space, and it was giant overhead that we just had to build into rates, right? Now, I really like how lean and that we keep in our overhead low so that we can pass on that savings to our clients
Yeah.
and flexibility. I mean, this place is great and location's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, our Greenwood Village office being right off I-25 in Bellevue is super easy for clients to come to. Parking, it's really a nice location for people. So we love having you guys here. And let me just ask you, speaking directly to our viewers, is there anything you want to tell them about the company or about your services?
Yeah, the only niche thing for me is I'm a former Air Force veteran, so I do love the VA home loan product and do specialize in that. About half my business is VA loans. So, especially if there's any veterans out there looking to finance a home, I hate it when they don't use, when like most loan officers do 1 or 2 VAs a year. They
Yeah.
screw up the process or they don't even offer it as an option to their veteran home buyers or people doing a refinance. And it's tragic because it really is the best loan product. Zero money down, no PMI, lower rates than conventional. So it's really in the financial best interest of veterans to use that VA home loan benefit. So I do try to get the word out on that.
Very cool. And thank you for your service.
My
Being a
pleasure.
veteran. Yeah, that is really cool that you kind of specialize in that and can help other veterans take advantage of those
Yeah,
programs.
for sure.
Yeah. All right, JP, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you sitting down with us. And thanks for checking out this month's Community Spotlight.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Amy. And thanks for all your help.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Bye.
Take care.